Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s time in Dallas has finally come to an end. He's heading to Detroit, where I'd assume Detroit's either going to keep him or just buy him out. Like, my only assumption if they kept him is for like another salary filler trade, but I do expect him to eventually hit the free agency market. But Dallas was able to get rid of Tim Hardaway Jr., who had fallen out of favor this season, especially in the playoffs. Like Jaden Hardy, who was literally playing more minutes than Mr. Tim Hardaway Jr. And they attached 3 second-round picks, and they get Quentin Grimes. So Quentin Grimes this past year had a really rough year after being a guy that had a lot of hype and expectations around him. But he's going to the final year of his deal, a former first-round pick out of Houston. So why would they do this? Well, they get Quentin Grimes restricted free agency, and what that allows them is next year when he goes into free agency, they'll be able to bring him back onto a deal either over the cap if they have to, or basically match any contract if he was offered an offer sheet or extended an offer sheet by another team. Now, for me, I think getting a guy like Quentin Grimes, who this past year was not his year. He went from being on the Knicks to the Pistons, and it wasn't like the change of sceneries improved. But if you look at the guy he was in his second season, where he was playing 30 minutes a night, putting up 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, being able to guard 1 through 3, I think that's what Dallas is hoping, that they can tap back into that guy. And that's really the thing, because from Detroit's standpoint, you're just trying to flip Tim Hardaway again as salary filler, or you're just gonna hope that he balls out and you trade him at the deadline, or you just buy him out immediately and get him off your roster. And you did this just for the second round picks. But for Dallas, you're doing this that you potentially have a guy who's a pretty good, catch and shoot 3-point shooter who can get to the rim if needed, but it primarily is also a guy who is a decent defender and can be a secondary ball handler for a team that second unit does lack a guard play. Seriously, like when you looked at it, nothing against Jaden Hardy. I think Jaden Hardy had an amendable job this postseason, and I think he's shown that he deserves to get more opportunities, either on the Dallas Mavericks or if he does go for a greener pastures. But I think they should keep him. But now you have Quentin Grimes, Jaden Hardy as 2 guards that can kind of be, it could be kind of guys who can provide offensive firepower off the bench. And I think that's something that Dallas realized in this playoff run. I think maybe not in the playoff run, but against the finals, where Boston over the last few seasons has been building up their bench and front court. Dallas, they built up their front court. They have the wings. I think they realized, hey, we need to build up our bench depth, and we need more guards on the perimeter. Another great little tidbit that Mr. Michael Scotto, my coworker at Hoops Hype, says that this trade was primarily done actually to get the Dallas Mavericks below the first apron of the CBA's new luxury tax rules, and that'll be able to allow them to use the $12.9 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception to sign Derrick Jones Jr. to probably I think it goes out to 3-year, $42 million extension, something along those lines. So really glad that worked out. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of the deal? Win-win for both parties. But that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Bye.